Hey everyone, I wanted to say ahead of time, sorry for the quiet audio on Podrick's end for the first part of this call. It gets better as it goes on.
Yeah, man. What's up?
What's going on, GG?
Not a damn thing. I've trying to get myself warmed up here on this to get this thing done. But I'm just was going to start back up. I'm trying to clean up the space in the phone because there's a lot of it's going to be God. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm on the highway right now. I'm trying to get around this. Give me 1 second here. What the hell? All right, hold on. Oh, 1 second. All right, go ahead. What's up?
You gotta clean out some of that porn out of your phone.
Nah. I mean, porn does the body good, but it also can screw the phone up as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, sit back there and watch it. With some eat some popcorn and watch the fourth quarter stretch or whatever.
There you go.
Yeah. Football is starting up next week, man. So there you go.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know one team that ain't going to the Super Bowl.
I know one team that is going to the Super Bowl, and I know one team in Tampa Bay Buccaneers ain't going nowhere. That's
Tampa Bay's
somebody.
not my team no more, man.
Oh well, who's your team? Patriots?
The Raiders.
Who?
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
Yeah, Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah. We saw what the Cowboys did in the preseason game. They bitch slapped them. Of course, preseason doesn't mean anything anyway, but
Exactly.
Cowboys, and you know who the Cowboys get picked up, don't you?
Who?
Trey Lance from the Niners. They got Trey Lance to back up Dak if he messes up. Just in case, if Dak messes up, we got Trey Lance there.
Well,
Trey Lance?
Yeah, but Dak's gonna mess up though.
No, we don't know. No. But he's there for insurance.
Ah.
He ain't gonna mess up, look, because Dak knows. Dak knows, and we're gonna have the Cowboys are gonna be Super Bowl. Cowboys are gonna be Super Bowl bound this year.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was gonna ask you. Did Roger do anything else about that report? Did he?
I am not really sure right now. I know that he was thinking about it, but I'm not sure. I don't know much more than that because I don't talk to Roger that much. I mean, if I hear something, it's through what. So.
Oh, so you and Roger ain't back to being chatty?
No, I'm not. Well, if anything, I don't hang out with Roger. I don't talk to Roger. Okay, that much. But I respect Roger for taking that tub of shit and laying him on the damn ground almost. So.
Since the goons aren't down there right now, are you gonna do your birthday bash?
Huh?
Since the goons ain't down there right now, are you gonna do your birthday bash now?
Birthday bash when? What are you talking about?
Your birthday bash. Are you gonna
What about it?
Are you gonna do it now since the goons ain't down there?
Well, I mean, did you watch the video?
Video.
Yeah, it was a wonderful time at the Hotel Jefferson, and not a troll was around. You remember seeing that, right?
I remember that video. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Not your real birthday bash. Are you guys?
Not a troll around. Well, I've got to, got to keep it that way. But no, I mean, yeah, they're probably wondering, well, where is it? Well, it's there. We're going. Just because it's not put up doesn't mean it's not there. I mean, it's going to be up. It's going to happen.
So you already had it?
No, I mean, we did have it. It's not because of them. It's because of, paying my friend, the money to do it. I didn't feel like I wanted to shell out all that money again, and I had other things happening, and in June, what happened to me, with my car going down, and I was kind of, without a vehicle for,
Right.
so I didn't, so I didn't know. I mean, it had nothing to do with those trolls.
No, I'm saying, when did it happen? I didn't know you had it. You didn't tell me.
Well, in all intentional purposes, as far as they're concerned, it was had at the Hotel Jefferson.
Right.
So,
As
yeah.
far as them. But as far as me, did you have it?
No.
Okay. That's all I was wondering. If I was asking,
No.
when were you
No.
guys gonna, planning on doing it? Since you didn't have it?
I mean, I don't know. It's just that sometimes things go under the cracks. So, yeah, unfortunately, this year was, but it had nothing to do with them. It had nothing to do with what they think, or it had nothing to do with them coming. Because if they would have happened to walk in while we're doing it, then that would have been perfect for me to, to clean house if I had to. I mean, I wasn't, as you remember, I wasn't going to look for them, but if they found me, then they would have had a problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
Quaid? Are you still mad at him for, essentially turning his back on you and letting you to the wolves?
Who? I mean, I'm sorry. Hold on. I got this guy just running his damn engine.
Quaid or Nozad?
No, I mean, I don't know how to respond to that. I think that it's a misunderstanding. I think that I don't know. I can't explain it, and I'm not going to begin to explain it. I just think that Kadir should have. I don't know. No, I mean, the original thought process was he was going to, help me out, with it, and it's not like it was intentional on his part. I mean, not to. It's just that he had questions.
It was kind of intentional.
He had questions, and I've explained it to him, and we had a little disagreement. Things happen. People have disagreements about certain things, but
right.
if the push came to shove, he would have my back, and he's already said he would.
That's what I was wondering. Like, if something did go down,
he would have my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of troubling to hear that he was just kind of like left you like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can't, it's what it is. I mean, call it a language barrier, if you will. I don't know. Maybe a language barrier, maybe a misunderstanding. I don't, But Kadir would have my back if push came to shove. Yes.
So, do you have any concerns about this Sue shit?
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't, because I haven't spoken to her since 2008. Right. So I really don't give a damn what she thinks or what she says. Hell, she might be dead, as far as I know. Where the rate she was going, she could be dead as well. I don't know.
So if they interview her and she tells them all about you, you won't be upset about that, right?
I'm not concerned, because she knew me when I had money. Right. She knew me when I had money and when I was doing things and whatnot. So she can't say anything if, well, all right, the thing about it is, I don't really care. If they find Sue or they talk to Sue, I don't give a shit about Sue. I lost total feeling for her when she went ahead and told her daughter a bunch of horse shit about me.
Wait, what did she tell her daughter?
I reunited.
Because I remember, out of the kindness of your heart, you helped her daughter reconnect with her.
That's correct. Most certainly did. And if you read the book, you would have known that. That's right. The book talks about me reuniting her and her daughter only for her to find her mother, and then her mother bashed me, and because of the other guy, and because of the and basically just
So
and then just told his parents in there.
What did she say?
No, she just said that basically that that I was what'd she say I was? So that I was stalking her and all this other shit, which is a bunch of horse shit, and she knew better than that. Sue was on methamphetamines.
Sue took methamphetamine. She was fucking raged up on that shit. She lost her teeth, and she had to put yeah. So
Now that I remember hearing about because they
yeah,
were thinking about bargaining a new set of teeth for her to do the interview if it was possible. So I do remember hearing that recently about all the meth and what it done to her smile and everything.
they really can't say anything. Again, Sue knew me when I was on top of the world. Sue knew me as I don't know, no, knew me as a rich
The
person.
man.
Exactly. So there's really nothing that she could have really said derogatory, only to say that I was stalking her or whatever.
Well, from what I understand, they want her to confirm that you were stalking her and being super desperate, and they want to confirm the ring story for some reason. They want to talk about that ring.
Well, you know what? People in hell want ice water. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
People in hell want ice water. Are they going to get it? No. I don't believe she's going to. I don't believe she'll cater to those bitches anyway. Even though I don't speak with her and I have no regard for her. I lost all regard when she badmouthed me to her daughter after I reunited her and her daughter.
I think that's fucked up, GG. Because I mean, you didn't have to do that. I mean, I think you were actually trying to help out that young lady.
That's right.
The best revenge would have been to fuck the daughter. Ain't nothing like some revenge pussy, ain't that right, GG?
Dude, I remember seeing that daughter when she was a little baby.
18 at the time, right?
I can't, in good conscience. Well, I mean, now it's different scenario, but I'm not. But no, but it's kind of strange because I remember seeing her as a little kid, little baby, and she was being. But she didn't really give a damn about her kids. I mean, she really didn't give a fuck about her damn kids. Her own son told me that she was a whore. So that should tell you everything. Her own son told me that his mom was a fucking whore. So anyway, I really don't want to get into that. Don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about her. Don't give a shit about her. There's nothing they're going to get out of that. Nothing they'll get out of it. And if they do get something out of it, if she says something, you can take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
They hate my guts. I hate them. Life goes on. They hate my guts. They do anything,
this is like
and I hate their guts. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, but this is getting really fucking deep, man. I mean, they're digging into you. They essentially have taken control of you, and let me finish the sentence before you interrupt me. They've taken control of the narrative of your life.
No, they haven't.
Online.
No, they haven't. Well, maybe they think they have.
That's what I'm saying. Based on if you look up your name, it's all that troll bullshit.
Well, you know what? And that's exactly what the problem is. That's exactly the problem. Though they have, and though it might be, I mean, all right, look, I don't like Donald Trump, but Donald Trump, well, of course, Donald Trump caused his own issues. But I'm not as wealthy as Donald Trump. There are other people that have had other things being done to them by fucking, trolls. Fucking trolls. Well, look at these other people. Other people have had trolls. Less important people, less enchanted or important people that have had situations.
But this is different. Like they haven't stopped. This shit started in the early '90s, the late '90s.
No, it's when we started the show.
Yeah, like it's. This is.
But
this is
but
deeper.
if you let's put it in layman's terms. A lot of people who are bigots and racists or whatever says, oh, there's those black people. Well, we brought the African Americans here. We brought the African Americans here. So it's the same situation with comparing it to my show. I did not put the damn thing on the internet. Had no idea at the time. We were doing it just here locally in Richmond. and I know this might be kind of a bad comparison. Well, people, African Americans were in Africa, and then you were being brought here, whatnot. They didn't ask to come here. I mean, I'm not trying to be fucked up by saying that, but didn't ask to come here, but people came. But then I didn't ask to be put on the fucking internet, but that they put me on the internet and started off that way. Man, read that book, man. I don't. You read that book, and tell Merrick to read the book. The book just, and I know that they've bastardized it, and they put it up there. It is readable. It was never, Vanity Press never did anything because they fucked it up. The book is very readable.
GG I'm going to be honest. It's not readable, man. It's not. No. It's very readable. It's not. It is very
well. Okay, well then we're right from that discussion right there. You and I are at an impasse.
Okay, we can move past that.
Well, no, but I'm saying, how come I've had several people read the book and understand everything in the book? Several people, not people that are even close to me that read that book and told me that it could be a movie. So I have a problem with that, because anybody that says they can't read that book portrays themselves as a troll, and I hate.
Whoa, what?
Anybody that says that book is not readable, as far as I'm concerned, is a troll. Because I've had several people
gave that
tell
to
me,
a girl off the street.
I'm not. Hold on. Listen to me, okay? The book has not been. It was, everybody, it wasn't taken to Vanity Press. They screwed that up. That book, though, is readable. That book's extremely readable. I've had several people that I don't know, that have read that book and told me that was, Kadir read that book. He was close to me, but he read the book. I've had people other people read that book. So when people tell me they can't read, that's bullshit. Okay, and I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but it's bullshit.
I mean you're essentially saying anybody who disagrees with you is a troll. That's kind of weird.
I'm saying when it comes to that book is very readable. It took me two years to finalize that. That book is very readable. If you pick the book up,
it's legible. I mean, I can get through it, but it's hard. It's difficult.
I don't know. That's
like you can read it. Like anybody could, read it. You're saying, what's going on.
That book will tell you everything.
No, you're right. That's the one thing you're right about. It does tell you the story of all the things that you're writing about your past, the thing with your father, how you grew up, all that stuff. It does. It paints that picture. But the technical part of it is what's not readable.
I don't understand. I disagree totally with that.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, I disagree 1,000%, because
and that's your right to.
Yeah. Okay. Because even though it had some, it's still I mean, most of it was polished. Most of it was polished up, because I made sure of it. Even after Roger doing his bullshit, I still went ahead and went over that thing and made sure. So I got fucked with about that son of a bitch Holmgren doing what he did. Holmgren doing what he fucking did after that bitch Roger. And that's what pisses me off. Gave them the damn. That's why I will never.
Oh, you mean when they released it? Okay, I see what you mean now.
I will never fucking Okay, so if you're going upon the rough draft, okay. If you're going by the actual book that you get on Amazon,
that's what I read. I read what they had posted.
Okay, well, fuck them. Did you go and get the? Did you?
I never read the one you put online or the physical.
Well, okay. Well, then that's the narrative right there that it's.
Oh, so that's probably why I have a rough draft, is what you're saying.
No, that's not the book. The book is what you would get on Amazon. That's the book.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I haven't read that one.
Okay.
I've only read the one that they posted.
Well,
I think that was the one that Roger gave to them that you didn't.
Yeah. Well, fuck that. I'm sorry, man. Fuck that. I take it real. That book is like a child to me. So I'm gonna take it personal.
Well, what I'm saying is you shouldn't, because apparently I read the wrong copy.
So go to Amazon and it's I don't know, it's slightly overpriced, but it's still.
Wait, why did you price it so high? That's a high price book, man. God damn, that was like
Well, no, I
that book was
priced it.
priced like Game of Thrones. I was like, holy shit.
I priced it that way because I didn't want the bitches to fucking, but I knew they would anyway. You know damn well if Roger didn't fucking leak it, they would have probably gone ahead and paid it anyway. You know that. That Roger didn't fucking. That's why I cannot fucking open my arms to Roger, because that's a bunch of shit what he did, and there's no explanation why he did what he did.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Now I understand why you would never forgive him. That makes sense. That makes complete sense. He did. I mean, that is a huge betrayal.
He fucked me without the damn Vaseline.
Yeah.
I would have had that thing re-edited, but I went over it again. I mean, I would have had it re-edited, but I went over that book again. It's a $30. It's $30. So get the book for $30. You can get everything you need. It tells the story, and it's very legible. It's very legible, and I don't give a damn what they think or what they say.
Right. All right, that makes sense.
And I encourage Merrick.
I remember them leaking copies of it before even Roger did. Or was that not your book?
That wasn't the fucking book. That was a bunch of horse shit. That was not the book. They were making up stories. The first chapter about the George Thorogood song was the preface of the book. The George Thorogood song, the chapter 1, where on the day I was born, the nurses all gathered around to gaze the wild wonder of the joy that they found. The head nurse looked up and said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away I was bad to the bone. That was the George Thorogood song. That was the first preface. If you know anything, if you read the thing, that was the first preface of the book. And then the Patricia Cornwell thing, which they were fucking, oh yeah, Patricia Cornwell. And I was not going to remove that. I don't give a goddamn. They tried to contact Patricia Cornwell. That bitch Stoker tried to call her, contact her. The woman has other things better to do than worry about something that I say in a book. Okay, and I don't give a fuck. And it's the goddamn truth. What happened? So she wants to come at me, I'll come at her. I don't think she really wanted to open that door, and if she was made aware of it, it wasn't.
I know they made her aware of it. I think, because Marty did post those.
Well, you know what? Then. Yeah. I don't give a goddamn what he did.
I'm just saying, he did post correspondence with her, and he did inform her agent that you wrote that in the book, and the agent did respond. And once he seen that it wasn't really going to sell anything, they kind of didn't care, is what his words were.
Well, if it was
because if they did a cease and desist and you didn't do it, they would have to take you to court, and it's just not worth the trouble. It's just not,
well, they can sit there and do it. If you I wish I had the book in front of me right now. If you read that, everything was the gospel fucking truth. Okay, I don't give a damn what she could say. Everything in that fucking book was the gospel fucking truth, and it would be put up there. I don't give a damn what they would say. I don't give a damn how they would spin it, what they would say basically, and what they know. But at the end of the day, she would have not cared, because I didn't really torture her. If you want to get technical about it, I didn't say we had sex, because we did not have sex, but she would undress in front of me at age 14. Very impressionable or whatnot, but she would not. We didn't have sex, but it doesn't fucking really matter. Her fucking lifestyle of her being, if you read her book, Scarlet Competta, or the character she plays in the book about the murder plot, Competta. I don't care. I don't read her shit anyway, but it was a thing about, she would always talk about this character called Scarlet Competta. That was her coming out of the closet, because she ended up, ended up coming out of the closet by being a lesbian or lesbian. That's what she is a lesbian. But at the time, she was married to the associate pastor of the church. and then she was, attached and with me, and then she's in the press. I don't give a damn what they think. Give a damn what they think. You just open the Podrick, get your attorney to purchase the book, or I'll get you a copy of the book, and you both read it. And a lot of the shit that I'm going to say is in that book. That book will tell you everything you want to know, compared to stories of what happened, everything about Sue, everything about Angela.
That's not what he asked for. He only wants what he asked.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but
okay.
that book.
No. So what you're
saying is that book will
helps...
get into detail of every little aspect of what happened with those bitches, the whole Sean Burden shit, the whole Will Markland shit. It's in the book.
No, I'm saying the book's definitely gonna help for sure. And we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But this is what the fuck I wanted to... I knew I called you for a reason earlier. This is what it was for. Apparently, that fucker Henry got... okay, he found a cup that you threw away, something you were drinking out of, and they're going to send that shit to Ancestry website to prove that you're not Italian, and then they're gonna give it to his police buddies to see if it matches any of the DNA matches. Wait!
What the fuck are you? Dude, I'm sorry, man. What?
Yeah, it blew my mind too. He found something you were drunk on, something you threw away, and it has your DNA on it. He's gonna submit it to one of those.
Something that I threw away. Where did he find that?
I don't know. I do not know. And he's going to submit it to one of those
That's a bunch of
websites.
Horse shit.
Okay. Well, he's going to submit it to one of those.
No, I don't. I'm saying it's a bunch of horse shit. I'm not saying that what you're saying to me that what he said. What he said. Well, how the hell would he get a cup of me? How would he find a cup of what I drank? Unless he broke
remember you said your gas cap was fucked with? I'm not sure if he went in your vehicle. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's just what they posted today. What he posted. He's gonna submit it to the Ancestry.com bullshit.
He's so full of shit.
23andMe, and then he's gonna
so
give
full
it to
of shit.
his.
He's so full of shit.
To his cop buddies.
He's so full of shit. That guy's a liar. He's an habitual fucking liar. Is what he is. This car that I'm driving right now is totally lying. The gas cap was kind of, so what? He's going to take the, no, I thought that somebody had opened the gas cap, and I might have been, the car was locked. The car was fucking locked. He would have to take a fucking cup or a can or a cup that I drank out. That's bullshit. And besides, you're not going to find shit anyway of a can or a cup. You're not gonna find shit anyway, but it's not like he
a DNA swab. They'll swab the saliva.
He's a fucking horse's ass.
And he's gonna.
Dude, come on, man. I'm not. I don't give a damn what he concocted that whole damn story. He's a liar. He's a fucking liar. Everything that comes out of his mouth. You know how you can tell he's lying? His mouth moves. He's a fucking liar. You should know that. Yeah, the guy's not right. He's not right in the fucking head. So I find some of the guy, right? You reach it. Come on. Fucking reach it.
He's that man, he's dangerous. He knows too many fucking people. Like, it's crazy.
Well, I don't get it. Eventually, he puts his pants on the same way that you and I do. He brushes his choppers like you and I do. He'll probably put some Vaseline on his little 2-inch dick to try to get hard, just like most people do, because every man does masturbate. I don't give a damn what I masturbate every fucking day. Okay, so every man is masturbated. So that man probably tries to get an erection, and he's an old fucker, and he rubs his 2-inch dong because his old lady probably doesn't put out anymore because she's got cobwebs in her damn vagina. So he probably just tries to stroke off.
Honestly,
probably strokes off like meat stroganoff, his little 2-inch dong to put a smile on his face, and you can see his choppers from clean to clem, from one side to the other side. It's a
Yeah,
joke.
well, getting DNA wouldn't be that hard, like especially for him. He's fucking crazy.
You know what he probably
If
did?
you
He probably took
if
a swab up his ass cheek. He probably got a swab up his ass cheek and rubbed it on a Coca-Cola bottle, to say, oh, look what I'm doing right now. I'm taking a swab of my asshole, and maybe I could incriminate him because maybe it's what I've been putting up my ass like a gerbil. Because as you say, I have a fetish for a gerbil up my ass. Now, fuck him. Fuck that bitch. All right, man. You got me fired up right now.
GG, you're too funny, man.
Listen to that shit. Anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I wonder if he put the swab of the gerbil he put it in. Let me go ahead and put the swab of the ass on the gerbil that's been up my ass. Fuck yeah. And go, look at that. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so good.
But honestly, real talk, I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Okay.
That you really did catch me or caught me off guard with that. Holy shit.
Yeah. Okay.
But
yeah, it's that fucked up, isn't it? Yeah.
You are fucked up in the head, GG.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, he is pretty fucking dangerous. Like the one thing I'm afraid of is like you actually seeing him in public and actually like. I understand the rage you have for him. I do. I get it. He scared my wife, and I definitely understand it.
Okay, well, the thing about it is, it brings up the whole story about people that have maybe power or had power that are fucking corrupt. And this guy, maybe it's a light that doesn't within itself doesn't really explain it. But the fact that he once had power or he was an authoritarian figure at one time, which I can't really believe.
He's a former officer. I do know that. I know he was in the military. I do know that.
Okay.
He knows a lot of fucking people. And I think it's from the police union and shit.
Okay. Well, doesn't make it right, doesn't make it so, because within itself, it only goes to prove that there's corruption within the police force.
Exactly.
I don't have to tell you that.
Yeah, no, that absolutely is.
Yeah.
But him getting your DNA is, for me, that's feasible. That is
I really
I just don't understand the reason. You know what I mean? Like, I know he could do it. I just don't get the reasons behind it.
I really don't give a shit what he's going to come up with. I don't give a fuck. I know what I'm mixed with. I know exactly what I'm mixed with, more so than anybody else would know. So it doesn't really fucking matter what he said. Like I said, he probably took a swab of the fucking gerbil that was up his ass.
Well, they think you're just some dirty Arab. That's what they think.
Well, they can think what they want. I'm fucking more American than fucking most of those bitches are. More fucking American than most of those damn bitches are. Okay.
No, honey, yeah.
Give a damn what they think, what they have to think. When I was fucking fresh out of high school, I had no problem getting laid. When I was fresh out of high school in the 90s and all that, I had no problem getting my dick sucked and getting laid and have a slew of women come up to me. Yeah. So I have no problems with that. I was the Italian stallion. The Italian stallion I was. So fucking I don't know what to say. Yeah. George Clooney didn't have anything on me at the time.
George Clooney?
Yeah, George Clooney.
Fucking
right.
Great actor.
Well, great actor, yeah.
Great actor.
But I'd tell you who and what, hell, Fabio, I mean, shit. I mean, Fabio learned from me. I can't believe it's not butter. That's right.
Fabio.
Who do you think that gave Fabio his break?
Well, from what I understand, Henry believes you're half Arab, and he said half Tennessee redneck, and he doesn't think you're fucking Italian, so he wants to prove
I don't
it.
give a goddamn. Excuse my French. I don't give a goddamn what that bucktooth the varmint thinks about me. He needs to take the gerbil out of his ass. He needs to.
But
Yeah.
there's something about your family history, about your mom cheating on your father and abandoning you. He was saying, and they want to get the details on if you are Italian. They don't believe it, so that's why he's ultimately doing
Yeah,
it.
I don't. Who gives a fuck whatever? I don't give a fuck. My mom was from Tennessee. Yes, she was.
But did she
Doesn't matter.
abandon you guys?
It's in the book, man. She left because my dad and her, my dad would hit her. My dad was back in the day, it's not like you breastfed or whatever. Baby formula was put in a fucking bottle, about a bottle of milk was put in a bottle. She didn't breastfeed me. When I make that joke about not being breastfed, I wasn't breastfed. That she had emotional scars, and my dad was upset with her for not taking care of me when he was working. That's what that all contributes from. It's not that she didn't take care, but I mean, she did leave when at a young age because she couldn't, because there was a disagreement between my father and her, and that was part of the reason my father wanted to make sure that I was getting milk. I mean, I know that sounds fucked up, but yeah, I mean, as a baby or young kid or whatever, the thing you want to make sure your child is being, it's got milk, and she didn't breastfeed. And the joke, the joke I make about not being a bottle-fed baby. Well, that's true. That's what I was. I was a bottle-fed baby.
Well,
Most people
he beat your mom for not breastfeeding you.
He didn't beat her per se. He would. This is not. I don't. It's not. It's ridiculous. Yeah, they had marital issues.
Oh, so he beat your mom for not breastfeeding you?
No, he did beat her. He would slap her, and that was bad enough. It's bad enough that happened. I don't really want to get into that. He slapped her. My dad was an authoritarian. He was rough as, like I said, when I say rough in exterior, he was rough in exterior, authoritarian. He was good. He wanted to make sure that I was being taken care of when he was at work. And she sometimes didn't do that. Nothing I had any resentment toward my mother. But my mom...
You didn't have any resentment toward her?
Huh?
I said you didn't have any resentment toward her?
I know, because she was... Yeah, I mean, there were some mental issues that my mom had, and it skips a generation.
Wait. What do you mean mental issues?
She had some mental issues. She would hallucinate, see things. So, yeah.
Well, did you see her when you got older, like when you were a teen?
Yeah, I saw her. She was not... As I got older, yeah, it was hard when she developed the Alzheimer's. When she developed the Alzheimer's, it was hard for me to communicate with her. And the man that was Richard was the one that was her husband was the one that she remarried, and it was hard for him because he was the one he was her caretaker.
Oh, so she had developed Alzheimer's. Okay.
She developed, Alzheimer's, and she didn't last long with Alzheimer's. She died. So.
Okay.
And she died, and it was really really sad.
So your father.
When your own mother doesn't even know who you are, that's pretty bad, and that's
How old were you when you met her?
How old was I? Well, no, she was with me until I was 6, and then I came back, and then I saw her again in my as a teenager.
So she left when you were 6?
Yeah. It was either 4 or 6. I forget when it was.
So you were still breastfeeding at 6?
No. When I was a kid, when I was an infant or kid, but then they left because there was other marital disgruntlement. Disgruntlement. There's just a lot of things that my father was. I don't know. He went off on the fact there were certain things that she didn't do around the house and didn't do as a. But back then, that was a different time, a different era.
So she wasn't a good wife. He used to put his hands on her, slap her around a little bit.
Yeah. Which is something that I, didn't condone at all. I didn't condone that. But
wait. If your wife wasn't breastfeeding your kid, you wouldn't fucking slap that bitch?
I think
GG,
that as long as
you would put your foot up her ass.
As long as the kid is being provided for and being taken care of, I don't, you can get milk and buy milk in a store, put it in a bottle or whatever. It's not like. But that running joke that I do about, the titties and stuff, if you know my running joke about, the titty, having titty milk and all that shit,
Wait, so your father, your mom left when you were an infant, correct?
Well, not as an infant in single digits when I was either about 4 or 5 or 6. I forget. It was what year was it? I've got to think back. That's in the book. You block out certain things, because I was like, it was 74 or 76, either year. I think it was 74. So it was 74. I was 6 years old.
So she left when you were 6. So he was beating her ass for 6 years, and she finally had enough.
Yeah. Well, he didn't beat. Well,
he was beating her.
No, that wasn't.
Well, that's how it used to be back. That's how it used to be back in the day. That's just, it is what it is. That's.
Well, it was more or less he was upset. He didn't think that she was providing and taking care of me when he was working. My dad was working long hours, and he worked as a chemist. Worked as a chemist for the United States Tobacco Company, and that was the whole situation. He believed that she wasn't providing for me, but not to say that she didn't try. She just had some marital disorder. Dude, I don't want to. I remember this vaguely. It's painful for me to talk about. I don't want to get into all that. My mom was a good lady. My dad was a good man. My mom had some mental issues, and I don't really want to get into all that. It's not worth anybody. When I saw her,
when you describe not taking care of you, it sounded like she did. So I'm trying to figure out, what do you mean by she wasn't taking care of you? Especially if she stayed until you were 6.
There were issues that my father believed that she wasn't doing what she needed to do around the house, and my father believed she wasn't taking care of me. I had a supporting cast of people other than, I had an aunt that would also, make sure that I was provided for as well.
Wait, so was she not doing the dishes, not doing laundry?
Yeah, something to that effect. Yeah, if you want to get, she wasn't doing her house chores. So.
Wow.
But what the hell? Fuck. If that's the worst thing she did, that's not a lot. It's just, my dad was a perfectionist. My dad, you had to do everything correct. Do you
think he was right?
Yes and no. I would have not, I would have not slapped her. I wouldn't have done all that. I would not have slapped her, no. Something I didn't believe in what he would do. My dad had a temper. But he wanted to make sure that things were, I was being provided for and things were being done around the house. But it's not that she couldn't, her emotional situation got worse. and that's how that played out. So.
Well, I mean, her situation would get worse, yeah, but it's really interesting. I like this peek into your mind because it makes me understand more. I empathize more with you when I understand how you grew up.
Look, people have. I'm not a case study, man. I'm not a.
No. It's not like that. You're not like on fucking. You're not like some scientific experiment. But just getting to know you, this story humanizes you, GG.
Aren't we all humans?
Well, we're all human, but I don't really know much about you, if you know what I mean. So it's just something like that. It humanizes you more. Right? It's good. You're opening up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have no. If you read the book, it was very cathartic. Reading that book was very cathartic. It told you a lot of things as well. But yeah, that was in the book.
Well, how did he treat his new wife, the one that?
Now that's the one I resented because she got by.
Why did you resent her?
Because she did caused a lot of problems with me and my father. She would, say things and make up stories that I did things, whatever, from after school, and she would tell him shit that I did. As a kid, I slapped her. There was 2 times where I actually slapped her and the other, and that was because I couldn't deal with the shit that was going on.
Wait, what did she do? What do you mean she told on you?
She would go ahead and say that I had a woman over in the house, which I did, but it was more or less, she was, girl, but she was visiting or whatever, and she was trying to say that I was shacking up with someone. Then when I started driving a car, I was driving a car without a license, which was an issue, but I was very discreet about it. And then she went ahead and told the old man that I was driving a vehicle at age 15 or whatever, 14 or whatever.
So which she was right, and you were upset about it because you were a kid.
Well, I understand, but it was, my dad would have, I was the one that was going to, if anybody needed to say something, I would have told my dad eventually. And it's not like I was doing anything. I didn't want to ride the school bus. I didn't want to ride the fucking school bus. So I drove to school. What I did. I drove at a young age. I started learning how to drive at a young age. But for the first couple of years, I was driving no license, which was very risky to do that. But I got my license, and everything was history. But then she would, he's in the soda, he's drinking the soda, or he opened up something, lunch meat that we bought, whatever. Well, I didn't. Okay, I mean, I actually bought things too, because I actually was working after school. I would work as a busboy, or as a busboy in a restaurant. Whatever. It's not a big deal. It's an Italian restaurant that I was working at.
So she was telling your dad things that
she was stirring. Yeah, she was stirring stuff up.
What do you mean stirring? What do you mean stirring? What does that mean?
What I'm saying, she was stirring stuff up by telling him shit, mistruths, and some full truths, but also some mistruths that I did certain things or whatever, or I called out I ran up the phone bill or whatever, calling somebody or whatever from the phone bill or whatever, which I actually paid for with the money that I worked at, busting tables, But she says I didn't, she tried to stir the trouble up, saying that I didn't pay for it. That was why he was getting the phone bill, whatever. And that whole situation too, when my father was dying, and she did not tell me anything of what was going on. I had to find out myself. When I came back from Vegas, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on with my father. And she didn't bother to even tell me, or I was in the dark about what was going on with my father. That's what pissed me off. Nothing that pissed me off.
Well, why did she ever tell you why she didn't?
She wanted the money. Is what she wanted, and she didn't really give it. I think she cared for my father maybe to a certain degree, But I believe that at the end, she just wanted to get the fuck out, and she wanted the fucking inheritance and the money. Well, obviously, it proved that because she challenged me with the inheritance we had to get, and this is where well, if you read the book, it talked about me paying her out, getting free clearance to the house, and getting her out of the house because it was layered out for me to get increments. I got 70% of the. Why am I telling you all this? I don't know why I'm telling you.
Well, we're just talking. I'm just.
Yeah, I know. No, I got 70% of the money. She got 30. The daughter got it in her head saying that she should have got it 50-50. And then she ended up getting that because by the process, I got more in the process. So it benefited her in the long run. Kind of benefited me too, but then it went against the grain because I was like a baby in a candy store going through all that damn money. I started taking trips.
So your dad set it up for you.
He set it up for me,
so
knowing
you get it in
that
increments.
I get it in increments, so I wouldn't blow through the money, and which was a smart move on his part, and had to do it all over again. I would have kept it that way. But the way I, at the time, being young and naive and, whatever, and that's what she was hoping for, because that way she would get 50% of the money and I get 50%. Then until I would have to spend additional $65,000. See, I would spend an additional $65,000 to get her out of the house when she already wanted to out of the house. So she got more than half, really. She got a good clump. She got more than half.
So she hated you even up to that point.
Yeah, I hated her as well.
Is it because that was her husband and you were the adult son still living at home?
Dude, I was in my teens.
Wait, you weren't in your teens when your father died?
Well, yeah, I was in the teens. Well, no, my father died. Well, yeah, I moved out and I moved back in. Yeah, I moved out briefly.
Do you think that's why she resented you?
I don't give a damn what she resented. It's not her damn thing. Give a fuck what she resented. Give a shit. He's a fucking blood relative.
Well, you were a grown ass man, Gigi. That was her husband's house. How you gonna move back in?
I moved back in. God damn it. Moved back in. God damn it.
I bet she was happy when your ass was out of there.
Yeah. So she could do whatever she wants to do and manipulate things with my father. She could do what she wants to do and try to get his money a little faster and manipulate more stuff with my father. No.
Or maybe have a one-on-one relationship with your father without you being involved.
She wasn't doing shit. All she was concerned about was that money. I know that for a fact. All she was concerned about was getting that damn money and running.
Wait, where did you go when you first left, when you moved out?
I moved out in 89. When I was 21 years old, in 89, I moved out.
Mm-hmm. I
moved out for a few years because I wanted to, and then I came back in the mid-90s. So I was gone for a few years. I worked at a radio station, nighttime, full-time DJ. I was actually, for a kid, I was doing pretty damn good. I was working as a nighttime, midnight disc jockey at a radio station. So I was doing okay.
So, why did you move back in, though? What happened to your place?
Because, things were getting tight. I figured, well, go back in the house, So
because I heard a story about why you moved back in. I want to see if it's true or not.
You heard a story?
Yeah, I heard a story about you. You had roommates.
Angela
doesn't.
No, Angela is a bitch. Angela did not live with me. I did not know Angela until 2009.
I didn't mention Angela.
No, I know Angela told a lot of stories because I confided in Angela, and Angela told a bunch of mistruths, a bunch of stories that she had no idea. Remember now, I only told Angela what I wanted to tell her.
Right.
And even with Jamie, Angela was not living here in Richmond when me and Jamie were cohabitating. She would get information from me, and then she tried to get close to Jamie, and that's try to get close to Jamie and try to get close to Jamie to get information. So yeah.
So what happened? Is that story true about you having issues with your roommates and them beating the shit out of you?
No, and no. I had a roommate that I moved in with who I got in a fight with. That was not because of this is so fucked. This is what that fucker said, right? Holmgren thinks that, right? Holmgren thinks that. Well, he's a cock-sucking bitch. It's not had nothing to do with it. Not a goddamn thing to do with it. I got in a fight with one of the guys, and I said, "Fuck you," and we got in a horse fight, and we tore the place up, and I moved out. It had nothing to do with about anything else. I moved out of the shit.
So he whipped your ass, and that's why you're afraid to move.
No, bullshit.
No, I'm asking. I'm not making.
Nobody whipped my ass. Nobody whipped my ass. I got into a fight with a guy, and
was he white or black?
White dude.
He was a white dude. Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the fight over?
The fight was over bills and about the rent.
So you were late on the rent.
Well, he got mouthy with me, and I told him, "You back to fuck off." He put his hands on me, and then we got into a fight. I popped him in the mouth. And we started wrestling and started fighting. But Angela, of course, is going to make it sound like that I got my ass kicked. Angela was not even around me then. Angela's going to make it sound like I got my ass kicked. Angela was not even around during that time. She hears what she wants to hear. Just like she lied about us having sex. I fucked her 7 days to Sunday. And I never had sex with him. No, I fucked her, and she moaned and groaned in the Best Western Hotel like a little schoolgirl, knowing that she misbehaved. And I was fucking pounding the shit out of her. And she's like lying. "Oh, I never had sex with him." Fucking liar. She was having sex with me, and she was all jealous. And she figured that's why I didn't want her to know about Jamie. When the minute she found out about Jamie, she started becoming a real fucking tyrant. Anyway.
And that's when you moved back in with your pops when after you got into the fight with that guy.
No.
Okay.
Moved into another place.
Oh, you got into another place. Okay. What happened?
I actually was off a German School Road.
Oh, okay.
Bad part.
And how long were you there for? A couple of years?
No, about less than a year.
Less than a year?
Less than a year. Yeah, that didn't work out. Yeah, German School Road in a bad part of town. Yeah.
Were you with another roommate or?
Yeah, I was in with a bunch of people. Yeah.
And what happened with that one?
What happened is what happened. People were moving in.
With them too?
No, but it was moving in and moving out. I just said, "Fuck this." It's not a good situation.
And so
things were not.
So how old were you when you moved back home with Daddy?
I mean, I was in my middle 20s.
You were in your mid-20s, and so when you came back, how did she treat you?
It was more fucking resentment, and it doesn't really fucking matter what she thought. It wasn't her fucking house; it was my dad's house.
Did she say anything to you about it? Like, why are you back here?
She didn't say much, but it's the fact that she had resentment for me being back there.
Well, if she didn't say anything, how do you know?
Because of the way she cooked up shit and started shit up causing arguments, making up stories between, this, that, and the other. About me having women over the house and all that.
Oh, that's when she started ratting you out on all the shit you were doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had a girl that came by the house, and she was kind of like, trying to figure out what, making up a story about that, saying that I, brought women over the house when they were asleep or whatever,
Well, is that true?
Well, Well, yeah, it's true, but I mean, they didn't. Nothing happened. I mean, well, yeah, it did happen, but I was having, I was enjoying myself. It's not her business.
So when she told your dad, what did your dad say to you?
We got into it, and she stirred the pot. I said, dude, I said, Dad, I said, look, I said, I'm an adult, I'm back home, but I'm gonna have, I'm gonna have friends over. You didn't want me to bring anybody that, you didn't want to. He had an issue about me shacking up, and with different women or whatever, and I said, okay, but I mean, this is a period where I was dating that Asian girl, and that was a very short period, but and he knew about that, and he was very inquisitive about that, and I didn't want, you know, she would make up stories, he's out or he's doing something, and then she would add more drama to the situation. Can you get what I'm saying?
So essentially,
he didn't want me diddling around, huh?
Here's what I gather based on what you've told me. You were doing different shit. She already resented you because you were already back in the house at 20 something.
And I resented her because she was out for the money. I resented her because she was out for his money, and that's what she was trying to get.
I mean, how do you know that? Did she tell you that?
I know that. I know that, dude.
No, I'm asking you.
Doesn't it rocket science? Because she would, because she would, she was talking on the phone a few times to her daughter and saying some shit that was very questionable.
Wait, whoa! What did she say? Whoa, that's fucked up.
She made some comments saying that when he dies, that I just want to, about the money situation, and she doesn't know what she's going to be getting, and the wife should be getting. She had a conversation with the daughter on the phone. And I listened to it. So, what she's getting, and then I came up to the phone. I said, "What the hell?" And I took the cord and I pulled the cord out. I said, "What are you doing?" Yeah, I remember this like it was yesterday. She was on the phone.
What did she say to you after that?
Well, he turned it to, pull the phone over. I'm on the phone with my daughter. I said, "What are you talking to you about your daughter, about my father, about getting money?" So you think I'm stupid? I can't hear this conversation.
And what did she say?
She said, "Doesn't concern you." I said, "You damn right it concerns me, because guess what, bitch? You ain't getting shit." Now, look, I don't want to say anymore about this idiot. She pissed me off. And the daughter called back up there, and she called back up there, and so and then I pulled the cord again. I said, "Listen, goddamn it, my dad is alive. So why are you concerned about what you're going to get? This is a cornerstone. Everybody says, oh, she cares for you. She's taking care of him and all that." Well, no, she was on the phone plotting with her daughter about how much she was going to get.
But was she taking care of him?
She was taking care of him, but it's the fact that I overheard a conversation about, when he died or whatever, what she was going to do. I said, my dad's very much alive, for starters. So why are you on the phone plotting with your daughter about what you're going to get? That was what pissed me off. And that was in the back of my fucking head all along. And then the fact that, is a situation that she was, still talking to her and then trying to get more money from my father's estate, which pissed me off. But then again, we overlooked it because I got that.
So she did take care of your father in his later stages?
To a certain extent, yes.
So do you think she was entitled to her?
To a certain extent. Well, no, but I mean, but it just kind of fucked up, though, that certain things.
No, that is fucked up. I mean, she probably was trying to figure out what he was going to leave her. I mean, he obviously loved her enough to leave her something, right?
Well, it was less than what she wanted, but then by her agreeing to me, or by her coming to an agreement with me, she got more, which I have to kind of check myself. I had to do it all over again. I don't know. It was more money. Actually, it was more money for me in the process by agreeing to her getting her half, and I get the house. But yes, we still had to pay her, which was fucked up. She wanted to get out of there anyway. So the fact that we had to pay her $65,000 additional to what she got, which was half, is pretty fucked up. I got the house, but she wanted to get out there anyway. She wanted to get out anyway, so why should I give her $65,000 when she wanted out?
When she wanted out, right? Gotcha. I see what you mean. Well, did you ever put your hands on her?
So if you look at the whole scheme, it was originally 70-30. She ended up getting more than half. She got more than I got.
I got you. Now, did you ever lay hands on her?
I told you I did, yeah.
No, her you didn't tell me you did.
I laid hands on her twice.
Wait, why did you hit her?
Because she was instigating shit between me and my father, making up lies. And I don't remember exactly what it was. It was something very. I blocked shit out. I don't remember all that. But
wait, so you slapped her? What did you do?
I slapped her both times. I slapped her. Yes, because she was trying to instigate shit with my father, and I didn't, and try to make problems with me and my father, and it pissed me off.
And did you get arrested for that?
No.
Wait, she didn't try to call the cops on you?
It was a brouhaha. It was a major. Look, I don't want to talk about this. I really don't. I'm telling you way too much. I mean, I know you.
I've never heard it. You said it's all in the book. I've never heard any of this. So
well, I didn't get into all of that. No, the certain shit that I didn't get into. That being one shit, because I told basic stuff of the situation. I resented her. She resented me.
So you never slapped. So you never beat the shit out of her. You never like punched her or anything.
I slapped her.
But that's it.
I slapped her on 2 different occasions.
And she never called the cops for you slapping her.
I think she was trying to. Then I don't know.
Wait, she tried to, and what?
She tried to, but my father and I got into it, and then it was a melee, and then I just booked out of there for a few days and came back.
Did your father try to stop her from calling?
I don't remember how it went down, but there was nothing really came about it. Cops were called a few times before. Neighbors were calling the cops a few times before too, because there was a lot of commotion going on.
And it was between you and her.
Well, it got pretty damn loud. It got pretty intense. Because I believe that she was fucking more concerned about my father's death than him. She was more concerned about my father's death and what she was going to get out of it, and that phone conversation was the cornerstone of why I couldn't stand her.
Oh, so you heard that call, and then that's when you slapped her. Like after that, that's when the shit started.
I don't remember if that contributed. That didn't help the situation.
Yeah, right.
But I don't.
Right.
But I pulled the phone cord. Pulled the phone cord twice.
Well, okay. So your dad, your mom. Okay, why don't you have any other family around, like uncles, cousins?
I had my aunt and I had my uncle. And my aunt had my uncle and had cousins, but I don't talk to the cousin because he's a horse's ass. He's a cardiologist in Tennessee, and he's all about himself.
Wait, so you have a cousin?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have 3 cousins.
Wait, you have 3?
Yes.
Well, you don't never talk about them.
I don't talk about them because I don't feel the need to talk about them. They never came down to visit me after my father died. They stopped being concerned about the situation. When my father died, they never came to say, "Hey, Merry Christmas, George. How you doing, George?" I mean, they didn't give a damn about me. They stopped coming down. Give a fuck about me. What you give a fuck about them?
You haven't tried to reach out?
No, hell no.
So you knew them when you were younger, when your father was alive.
Yeah, well, they would come, and then they would come and visit or whatever. And, yeah.
Well, why do you think they stopped? They didn't come by, and
I don't know why. Don't care to know why. The cardiologist, which is, his name is Bobby Gentry. Bobby Gentry is the guy's name. That's, the cardiologist and whatnot in Knoxville, Tennessee. He was I went by there a couple times when I was on my way back from seeing my mom in Bristol, and I went in there and he was too busy to even say hello. Now I know being a cardiologist, being a doctor, of course he's going to be busy. But knowing that this is your cousin, he's coming in town, and his cousin coming in town, he was too busy to even greet me and whatever. His wife, was more. His wife was more of a little bit more nicer than he was, but his wife, but that didn't. They had kids and they had a few kids and all that, but his wife was a little bit more.
Oh, wow, so you have nieces? You have the little second cousins and everything?
Yeah. I don't communicate.
Do you have nephews, or you don't have any brothers or sisters?
No, I have. This is a cousin. My cousin had kids.
I always thought you would be the last Yared. I didn't know there was others.
Yeah, my cousin has kids. But there's not, it's Gentry.
But he changed his name?
No, his name is Gentry because because his
father's
name was...
Your father had a sister and she married.
Exactly.
Gentry, okay. And do you talk to your aunt? Or did you ever talk to your aunt?
She's deceased.
No, when she was alive.
No, I didn't care for her. The only one that I liked was Eva.
Wait, why didn't you care for your aunt?
I didn't care for them because they were meddlers. They would meddle in. Eva was the only was my second mother. Aunt Eva, she was my second mother. She's the one that I considered to be like a true mother to me.
Eva.
Yep.
Was she around all the time when you were younger?
She was. She was the one that told my dad, knocked some sense in my dad's head when he tried to throw me out of that. Well, he threw me out of the house. I said, "Fuck, I ain't worried about it." He actually threw me out of the house. We had an argument because of that damn bitch. So I said,
Aunt Eva's the one you hit, right?
No, and I did not hit. He get this information so goddamn screwed. There was an aunt that was in the Nashla, who was Lebanese. That's Lebanese right there, Nashla. She was in there rummaging through my shit. I pushed her out. I didn't hit her. I just pushed her out.
Wait, so Eva isn't the one you hit? Aunt Najla?
No, Najla was the one. Yes. She's going through my shit. I'll get the fuck out.
What was she going through?
She's rummaging through my shit. I pushed her out the damn door. I said, "Don't be coming coming in here looking at my stuff." She's being a bitch.
And she didn't slap your little ass back?
No, dude. I told her to get the fuck out of the room. I was being interrogated. She was trying to be snoopy about being snoopy what I had in my damn room. I had to get the fuck out. So I pushed her back.
So that was another one of your father's sisters?
Yes.
Okay, so so your dad didn't have any brothers?
No.
He just had sisters?
Correct.
And they all stayed in Richmond?
No. Well, Lynchburg was one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, it's not even worth discussing. It's just been so long ago. Yeah, I mean, they were in Lynchburg. And the other one was in Michigan. That's how Lucy. That's how my dad got connected with Lucy through Nashville, because they were in Michigan.
Oh, Lucy. Okay, Lucy's the one that was telling on you when you were being bad. And
she was the woman. No, I wasn't being. No, she was an instigator. She would make up stories. Instigator, making up stories. Yes.
Oh, the other day you mentioned you had to take care of your dog. How is your dog, man?
Dog's doing good. He's all right.
So he's still being taken care of?
Yeah.
You haven't really talked about him as much, so.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not trying to be an ass, but I don't really need to. He's fine. I make sure he's provided for, and that person who's watching him gets paid for watching him. I'm behind on that, but I try to keep track of that.
So you're behind on paying for them to watch?
Yeah, well, of course I'm behind. Because of my current situation. What was going on?
They own the dog now, right?
They don't own the dog.
Well,
I pay for I pay for all the medical. I pay for all the medical shit for that dog. Pay for his shots. Pay for all that stuff. Still do. I got to take him in and get some more shots coming up here in a few weeks. So that's my dog. I inherited him through that fucker that left those two. I told you that's in the book as well. I gotta read the book, man. You should get a copy of that book and read it.
Well, how much do you pay for them to watch them per month? Like, what's the payment on that?
Yeah, you have another dog, and I make sure that the dogs have dog food, and I give them a little, give them a spot, whatever.
So you like
they're good people. They're just good people. They're good people, and they love animals, and they know my situation, and they help me. So, and they have another animal and that other animal is inseparable to Cooper, and Cooper and that other animal are like best buds. So, even if so he's made a relationship with another dog there for a long time. But I go there and make sure that taking care of the essential shit. Yep.
This is. I guess I haven't heard you mention him in a while, so.
Yeah, he's very much an intricate part. Yeah, he's still there, of course.
You're behind on money payments, huh?
Yeah, I'm behind on a lot of shit, man. But this is what it is. I mean,
you need to reach out to your family. Apologize to your cousins for slapping their moms.
That wasn't their mom. That was the other sister.
Oh, the other sister, their aunt, Nasla.
I didn't slap her. I put you. Okay, you see, this is where you tell 12 people a story, and the story gets changed up. I didn't slap. See, Angela is a cunt. Okay, Angela never met any of my family. I confided in Angela a lot of shit, and she twisted a lot of shit up, just like she did with Jamie.
I mean, yeah, this is where I'm getting I remember this from that, so yeah.
Yeah, Angela I told her a lot of shit. I confided in that bitch, and she did, and she had planned this shit. And actually, she had talked to these bitches a year before I knew about it. And then she twisted shit up about Jamie. So yeah, when you told me that I didn't even know she was talking to these bitches when she was still talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Said,
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she drops dead.
She has a new house. She has a nice house now, so.
What's that?
Paid for it.
What happened?
She has a nice house now because of Marty, so.
What are you talking about?
Well, Marty helped her get a new house like a year or two ago.
Helped her to get what?
A new house.
Why would he? Okay. She makes her own money.
Yeah.
So she would be able to do that herself.
With the one he got her, I don't think she can afford her on her own income.
Well, what did he get her?
A 4-bedroom. That's a pretty nice house.
Do we have an address?
I don't have an address for her, no.
Okay.
He didn't go through me because I can't. I'm not in that state, so.
She's still in Tennessee, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Well, there's a way of getting that address, and that's what I've been trying to get for the longest time. And not even Anonymous is getting that to me. So it makes me wonder what the fuck was going on. Anonymous.
If Merritt goes through with everything, that's another thing we can look for. Actually, Tennessee might be the perfect state. Since she is the source of a lot of this. If he can find Angela's address, that's who we can go after, and she'll probably flip on all of them. Especially since she's on the video saying all this stuff about you. That's a defamation.
I didn't even really think about all that. Well, no, I have thought about that, but then I thought about that when the iron was when the iron was going to be, but all this other shit going on and whatnot. But if you really assess this thing correctly, Angela's a big part of all this shit that's going on with me.
Absolutely.
Angela's a big part of this shit. She did a lot of damage. Or she caused a lot of damage. But
I agree 100%.
But when even Anonymous can't find her information. That's what I don't understand. Anonymous can't even find her information, which makes me wonder.
Because she's not super active in the Discord. She's active sometimes, but it's rare, and she doesn't really.
Well, I understand, but we have her information, her name. So why can't that? Yeah, information.
Because the house might not be in her name. It could be under an alias or even a business. So that's probably why it's hard for Anonymous to find it. That's what I remember when I was first suggesting to you. I was like, instead of doing it in your name, you do it in a business name, so that way they can't find you.
Well, she's a cunt. She's a cunt, and she has caused a great amount of problems for me and caused a great amount of shit that goes on. There's a lot of these bitches. So she's now hidden because a lot of these other bitches have taken the baton and caused more damage. A lot of these bitches have taken the baton from her and caused more damage, but she's the initiator. She's the fucking initiator to most of this shit. Initiated all this fucking bullshit. Look, they can talk about this, and they can talk about that. They can talk about this, talk about that. At the end of the day, half the shit, a good majority of the shit has never come to fruition. The majority of the shit that they've wanted to do, and the majority of shit that they tried to do and wanted to do, it never came to fruition whatsoever, other than them, coming down here recently. But that's, they wanted to do this and do that, and nah. Cause problems, nah.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, they got a chokehold on the narrative that is your life online right now, and that's
well. Again, if you listen to the recording, especially the recording of me doing that 2-hour recording at Watts, that people listen to that shit as well. I have my own shit that's been out there as well that I put out against what against what they've done and said. So
shit you got to take care of. That's like the hub.
Well, it needs to be removed. But I find it very interesting that old Martin Holmgren hasn't re-put his channel up, which is interesting.
I thought you guys knocked it down.
We did knock it down, but he hasn't put it back up yet. Martin Holmgren. I found that very interesting.
He wasn't uploading on anything on that thing. I think all that shit was old.
Well, right, but it was knocked down. But I mean, a lot of it, is a source of, so I find it very interesting that he didn't put it back up. He was actually scared shitless because of.
I think he gave the baton to Tony. They're still doing shows about you.
Yeah, but I mean, he was scared shitless in the process because he kind of just played. Oh well, no, Tony's going to get it. Tony is going to end up getting it big time, and I can't say any more than that. I'm not at liberty to.
Don't do that to me, especially not to me. I'm not at liberty bullshit. Don't even try that with me.
No, I'm not at liberty at all because it's not my thing. Because other people are involved in this, and other people are going to do something to that bitch.
Okay, what?
Well, he's going to get a warrant. That's what he's going to get.
But who's sitting there? Did Roger finally do it?
That's what I'm hearing, but I'm not 100% sure. But he's going to be served a warrant.
So Roger finally got the warrant.
I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'm hearing.
Wow.
But I'm not at liberty. It's safe to say it.
That earlier, you said
you did, and I really didn't want to get into it. It doesn't concern me. Well, it does concern me indirectly, but that's that's something.
Are you 100% sure Roger got the warrant, or?
I'm not 100% sure. I just know that that's what he wants to do. That's what he should do. And that's what I kind of pushed him. That I said, look, you need to do so. He has people in his family that are attorneys, so he has a little initiation to get some help that he needs. He has a brother-in-law who's an attorney.
So his brother-in-law is gonna do it
for him. Yeah, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, I mean, good on him.
But that way, that would start, and this whole thing with Chris Chan brings out a new light too. Do we know any more about that, about Chris Chan?
Nothing yet.
Yeah, but it brings out a whole new light to this shit. That all this shit was made up. All this shit was made up.
What was
that doesn't surprise me. About Chris Chan, you said to me.
Oh, about the fucking trolls. Yeah.
About Chris Chan and what yeah.
And that's the thing. The same thing is gonna happen with Cyrax and his shit. The same fucking thing. The same thing.
Yeah.
The trolls are overbearingly overdoing it, sending the prosecutor shit, and all fucking chance. Well, Cyrax has to do is like look at all the videos they're making on me. I was afraid for my life.
Yeah. Well, see, that's it. I have to go at it that way, and I'm not. Well, actually,
the ball's in your court at this point. So I haven't asked you about that video. I'm not going to ask you about it. So I've already relayed.
Well, I've been talking to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've been talking. Well, no, I've been talking to you for a few hours now. So yeah, but I'm going to go ahead. What time is it right now? Is it 2:00?
No.
Huh?
1:30.
Okay, well, it's almost 2:00. Yeah, I was trying to clear up some space on the phone too. So.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll let you do that. I'm about to head to bed anyways.
But what was I going to say real fast? No, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, we're right, and Angela has been the initiator. I mean, Angela now has been pushed to the side. She passed the baton. Angela passed the baton over, but Angela has been the initiator to all this shit. So that has not been forgotten.
Yeah, I'm going to pass that along to Merrick as well tomorrow. To let him know to see if he can check Tennessee, if he's got people in Tennessee that he can take it there, because that would be perfect since she does live there.
And he knows about Spencer too, right? Obviously, he knows about Spencer.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I can get Spencer on anything. I mean, what Spencer did was very, very stealthy. So I don't know if we can get her on.
These could be gang-related charges. I mean, so all of them could be guilty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Since it's a cooperative, and it's not just an individual; it's multiple people.
Oh yeah.
So, absolutely. But right now, I'm about to head to bed.
Okay, you do that.
I'll leave it. Let me know when you get the thing done. Like I said, I'm not gonna ask you for it again. So.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
I'm gonna probably knock it out right now here next time.
All right, cool. Well, all right, GG. You have a good night, man.
I will talk to you later. All right.
Yep. Bye.